Hey guys, welcome back. And sadly to announce, this is the final video of this channel. Also, if you guys have not, probably want to go subscribe to my actual YouTube channel. I hardly post on there, but this is a small little shout out to that. I just mostly post travel, like vlogs and stuff, but because of COVID, it hasn't really happened. But anyways, let's get to the start of this video. Okay, so as you guys saw that this video today, we are going to be talking about Netflix TV shows. So let me just scoot a little to the side so I can pop the image. Okay, so starting off, let me say how I picked it. I kind of just went through my Netflix and just scrolled through and kind of saw TV shows that popped out or shows that I already watched that I could give my proper review on. Okay, so the first one that popped up was Deaf You. So that one, let me read the description. Hold on. Let me find the thing. Let me read the description. It's loading, so. So, description is in this reality series, a tight-knit group of deaf and hard of hearing students share their stories and explore life at Gauntlet University. It's not Gauntlet, but that's how we're going to say it. Okay, so what I'm kind of feeling from this show, I never watched it, and I probably will, but it's basically a reality show of college students and telling us their basic life or stuff. I feel like it gets pretty good. Like college life overall is pretty juicy, and mostly that they're hard hearing. It'll get interesting. Like we'll see kind of how they view the world and everything. So I think that would be a good TV show if you guys are ever bored, and maybe you'll pick up some sign language overall. So next show is The Good Place. Okay, I've actually watched this show, so I'll give you my summary about it. It's basically about these four people who died, and they're put into the good place. Maybe I shouldn't have told you guys that, like put that. But anyways, that was a little spoiler. But yeah, they're actually put into hell, and they're trying to just find out, like, well, maybe we can become good people. So they gave them a second chance. This all happens second season. So if you watch first one and you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. But overall, it is a good show because you truly do see the like character developments between them and them turning into like a good person. So I would rate that show a good 7 out of 10. Only because there's some like parts where it's not really funny and it's just like them trying to find themselves, I guess. Next up, we have One Day at a Time. So I've kind of watched all the next shows that I will be saying, so bear with me. One Day at a Time is following this Latino family, and it's just them in our world, and it's just a reality show, and it's just well, it's not really a reality show. It's more of a sitcom where it's just them, everyday family stuff. But it gets pretty good because they talk about like topics that not many TV shows talk about, like the daughter, she ends up being a part of the LGBT community, and then the son faces some bullying. I know the show soon won't be on Netflix, and I think it'll be put on another streaming program, but I'm not sure on that. But I know the other seasons of it are on somewhere else and not on Netflix. So if you want to watch that, go for it. I'll rate this an 8 out of 10 just because it goes with something I can relate to. And if you're like a part of the Latino community, I very much recommend this show because it is funny, and the main character, the mom, I hope you can recognize her. Next up is a Netflix original, The Umbrella Academy. So this show, it's based off of comic books, cartoon. Oh, yeah, not cartoons. My bad. So it's based off of comics, I think there's four, so 4 or 5. Don't quote me on that. And basically, it's just following these siblings because they were all born on the same day. So there's like 40 other people born on the same day, and none of the none of the moms that had them were pregnant before. Like they got pregnant like this. Anyways, so a rich guy ended up adopting them and kind of training them as like a superpower group. But it doesn't show much of their childhood. Like it goes straight to the future. And basically one of them time travels. That's like his power. And he's trying to save the world from an apocalypse, so he has to get his siblings back together. And I know I explained it very boring, but it is good overall. Like it's a good binge show, and each episode's a good like hour or so. So there's not that many, but they are lengthy, which is good. And I believe there's 2 seasons, and the second season just came out like earlier this year. Next up is everyone's favorite, The Office. Oh, actually, I will rate the other show a 9 out of 10. And now back to The Office. The Office is a good binge show. If you haven't heard about it, go watch it now before it gets taken off. It's going to be put onto, I think, NBC's streaming service pretty soon at the end of the year. So if you haven't watched it, go binge watch it real quick. It's a good show. It's just a show, society all loves. Its humor isn't for everyone, but it is a good show. I'm going to keep saying it's a good show. If I keep saying good shows, that means it's a good show because my describing words are not that great. Description of it, it's basically just an office setting of coworkers and just doing their jobs, and you just follow. It's a documentary, as the show has it as. But, yeah, they just give the scenes, like, Yeah, me too. Okay. So, next up is, how to say it? It's like 2007. It's Gossip Girl. So, Gossip Girl, it follows the group of these friends, teenagers. So, not Sabrina, actually, my fault. Serena, Nate, Chuck, Blair, and Mr. Dang, I forgot. I don't know how I forgot. Dan Humphrey, Mr. Dan Humphrey, the poor one. So they're all from the same school, and they're all somehow this one person who's anonymous throughout the whole show kind of just has a blog up and just posts all their gossip on there. So everyone's always just like, oh, shoot. So they're the main group of the whole upper side of New York, and everyone's just always like going off of them. I'm just noticing I really suck at describing shows, but trust me, it's a good show. It has a good amount of seasons. I'm gonna say 6 or 7, and each season has a good worth of episodes, but overall they are worth it. I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10, just because it can get cringy because it is. Oh. It can get cringy and stuff, but it's a good show. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'm so sorry. Final show. Final show is New Girl. This is a sitcom not a reality. I don't know why I keep saying reality. This is a sitcom show. It's a feel-good show also. It follows the characters of Jessica Day, Nick Miller, Schmidt, and Winston, who I don't know Schmidt and Winston's last name. But it follows them. They're roommates in New York. Not New York, actually. My bad. My fault. They're roommates in LA, and it just kind of follows them also around, kind of like one day at a time. It just, how shows just follow people around. And it's pretty funny. Like, if you have TikTok, they trend a lot. Or Twitter, they trend a lot. It's a good show. I rated a 10 out of 10. It's like The Office. Like, it's just a must-watch show. Okay, and I think that would be it for all my reviews, because this video is a mess too. So I'm gonna apologize for that because I promised that this video was gonna be better with another co-host, but things don't go the way they were planned. So I'm so sorry for that. Like I said, make sure you guys like this video, like it, subscribe, follow my main YouTube channel. My main channel is probably even messier, but it is vlogs. So if you enjoy that, I think I'm gonna start posting there more too, just like everyday type of vlogs. If you joined me since the beginning of this channel, thank you, because it is an assignment. Mr. Henry, if you're watching, hi, hope you're having a good weekend. And I hope grading's not that stressful for you. Overall, if you're my friends, I love you guys. Thank you for joining. And I think this is me signing out from Yzma's Buzzing Corner. It's been pretty fun, honestly. I think this experience kind of showed me how, like, a YouTuber actually does stuff and how stressful it can be. Like, now I understand why some go on break or just leave YouTube overall. Like, even though I only had to post 4 videos, it did get me stressed. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. What do I have to review? Like, it's really hard if you don't have people telling you, like, oh, we want to hear about this, you know? I hope that makes sense overall. But my descriptions on the show were horrible, but I did no justice to them at all. But you guys should go watch them. Those are probably one of my top favorite shows. And always look through, like, Netflix originals. Like, sometimes they're pretty bad, but overall, some of them are like, wow, never thought Netflix would do something like this. But my nose itches, and thank you once again. Like I said, thank you for joining this process of my assignment, and have a good rest of your life. Peace. Hey guys, okay, welcome back to my final YouTube what's it called? Not the Elite New Yorker. Let me start over. I look pretty good, like, just like my eye bags, you know? Like, I have to be like this, and you don't see my eye bags. Okay, I'm done. Okay, bye.